They hit you too, man?
Yeah, but all good.
Wait, can you text me what you got? Because all you did was play COD and COD and roleplay all day.
Hey man, I'm not gonna say anything, brother. Let me figure out what I can say, and we'll talk.
Okay.
All right, bro. Have fun.
Oh, he seems very upset.
That's the most serious I've ever seen that, bro. They told me not to. They told me not to sign that shit, bro. When things look too good to be true, always gotta ask yourself, why?
Something serious just went down, and a lot of people didn't see it coming. What looked like a clean breakup turned into a situation involving huge money claims, contracts, and behind-the-scenes problems that are now starting to leak out. We're talking about former FaZe members speaking up, unexpected charges hitting out of nowhere, and reactions that range from jokes to straight panic. And just when it seemed like things might calm down, even bigger names started getting pulled into the mix. This isn't just internet drama anymore. This is business, and it's getting messy fast. So what actually happened? Who's involved? And why is this blowing up again right now? Let's break it all down.
4th of July party, 5 grand? Minecraft stream, 22 grand. What? Floor repairs, 300 grand.
You gonna text her?
I'm not answering. I'm not in that anymore.
It's bad? This is frying you, right?
How?
This is
I wasn't
frying
even in a Helmet Heads video. I didn't even make a Helmet Head song.
Mind you, they got paid for that.
What?
So then tell them that we need all the money from the YouTube.
What Helmet Heads?
Tell them that we need all the money from the YouTube then.
Helmet Heads was hen.
Wait, they're talking about. They're not talking about this. They're talking about this house.
Brother, we're talking M's.
No, I'm talking about. They're not talking about.
We are talking.
No,
M's.
I'm saying.
M's.
Listen.
Happening now.
They told me not to. They told me not to sign that shit, bro. When things look too good to be true, always gotta ask yourself, why? Why? Broke. I'm broke again, gang. I don't even got 15K to my name, bro. I've been living off the last 7K.
So yeah, everyone already knows FaZe Clan shut down a few months ago. And ever since then, most of the former members have been doing their own thing and actually winning in their separate careers. On the surface, everything looks smooth, like everybody just moved on, leveled up, and left the past behind without any issues at all. But here's where it flips. Even though the group broke apart, the drama didn't just disappear like people thought. It stayed low-key, sitting in the background, just waiting for the right moment to explode again. If we're being honest, the problems tied to FaZe never really went away. They just got quiet for a minute while the internet got distracted and moved on like it always does. Then out of nowhere, everything sparked back up again. Several former FaZe members started speaking out after getting hit with some wild news. And this wasn't small talk either. We're talking millions of dollars in fees. Yeah, millions, which instantly turned heads and raised questions. Now here's where it gets crazy. This whole situation kicked off while Lacey and Silky were streaming together in Miami, just chilling and vibing like it was any normal day. Out of nowhere, Silky gets a text that completely kills the energy. You could see it on his face, something was off. Just minutes later, Lacey checks his phone and gets the exact same message. And now both of them are sitting there confused, like what just happened? And those texts weren't random notifications either. They were about serious charges connected to damages at the house they stayed in, plus even some of the content they filmed there. So what started as regular content creation suddenly turned into a heavy financial situation that hit way harder than anyone expected.
I don't know what I can and can't say on this in terms of FaZe legalities and money and shit, but just know there are no strings on me. There was never no strings on me. So we are good on this side. You understand what I'm saying? I make sure I read my shit front and back. I don't play about those, bro. And that's why I like using my own shit. I need something done, I'll handle it. I'm good. You wanna pay for my rent? I'm cool, gang. I don't want no leverage on me, cuz. You dig what I'm saying? Can't do it. Can't do it. They some hoes for that though. My dog, they gonna be good though. They gonna be good. They ain't. Hey! we ain't talking about that because I don't know what I can and can't. They gonna be good, hopefully.
Right after those messages went out, every member who got hit reacted instantly, and it was far from calm. Social media blew up fast, with posts everywhere, people venting, stressing, and trying to figure out what this could mean for their future. It all started with Lacey and Silky, and they did not hold back at all. They began looking back at their time in FaZe, but the energy shifted hard. Instead of hype memories, it turned into straight regret. You could tell something wasn't sitting right, and they made it clear that being part of it might not have been worth it after everything that's coming out now. With everything unfolding, their tone said a lot without needing to explain every detail. Now listen, keeping it real, if I got hit with over $500,000 in fees like that, I'd probably jump online saying I'm broke too. I might even talk about bankruptcy just to make it clear there's nothing sitting there to grab, because that kind of number is serious and not something you just brush off. And it wasn't just Lacey and Silky reacting to all this chaos either. Other FaZe members started showing how they felt, and the reactions were all over the place. Some looked stressed out, clearly feeling the pressure, while others acted like it barely even touched them, which made the whole situation feel even more confusing. Ronaldo had one of the most low-effort reactions out of everyone. He literally just posted LOL, like the whole situation was some kind of joke, and people didn't know whether to laugh or question what he really meant. Meanwhile, Your Rage went in a totally different direction. When he spoke about it on stream, he made it clear he wasn't worried at all. He said he checked his contract front to back, made sure everything was clean, and handled his business independently the whole time he was with FaZe. According to him, none of this mess is coming back on him, and he sounded confident about it.
Hey, K-Son. What's up, bro? I'm with Silky. We're on stream, dude.
What's up?
I saw your tweet. I was calling to make sure you're okay.
Oh, I'm phenomenal, brother. I'm talking to my lawyers.
They hit you too, man?
Yeah, but all good.
Wait, can you text me what you got? Because all you did was play COD and COD and roleplay all day.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna say anything, brother. Let me figure out what I can say, and we'll talk.
Okay.
All right, bro. Have fun.
Oh, he seems very upset.
That's the most serious I've ever seen that.
He was actually one of the key people who helped bring FaZe Clan back to life and build that whole lineup of creators, which makes this even more interesting to watch unfold. Everyone had their eyes on him, but even while he was making big moves, he stayed sharp and played it smart. He went through every detail in his paperwork, made sure everything added up, and didn't rely on FaZe to control his career at all. That kind of move set him apart without people fully realizing it at the time. A lot of people used to say he felt distant from the group, like he wasn't really around like that, but there was a real reason behind it. He was based in Miami while most of the others were out in LA, so that gap was always there and noticeable. Looking back now, that distance might have actually saved him from getting pulled into all this chaos, which is wild to think about. And instead of things slowing down, the situation only got more intense. Then, out of nowhere, Kay's son, who still has ownership in FaZe Esports, jumped into the conversation and dropped a tweet that instantly had people talking and trying to figure out what was really going on.
Bro, when I left, I remember, bro, just like a week later, they sent my ass I'm not even gonna play no sound effects. This ain't no game. They sent my ass like a $50,000 bill. Cause you talking about? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that was some type of April Fool's prank. It was August. But yeah, bro. I think I got paid though, cause I'm just like, it. You feel me? But why they try and run that on them right now? $300,000, y'all said, in damages. Did you drive a car into the house? Like, yo, what the f is you talking about? But look though, bro. Look, I don't know what's going on, bro. Let's just keep shit.
He started calling out money, and it didn't sound small at all. It sounded serious. He went public saying, "So it's okay to not pay your creators money. You owe them for brand deals you committed. Did these brands know they're doing this? I have to pay taxes on these deals too that I'm not even getting paid for. How is this legal?" That right there had people locked in, because those aren't light claims at all. The moment that dropped, everything went off. Replies started flooding in, people pushing the conversation further, and one person even said FaZe Esports should be finished and that he should just take over and build his own team from scratch. But Kazen shut that down fast. He replied, "Leave FaZe Esports out this. They've done nothing wrong. Completely different entity." That response made it clear he was drawing a line and didn't want things getting mixed up. Even though he never directly said FaZe Clan by name, it was obvious what he was pointing at, especially with everything else happening at the same time. All the complaints, all the reactions, it all lined up way too perfectly to ignore. And the legal side of this situation, still confusing, still messy, and still leaving people with more questions than answers.
They're making
4th of
tacos.
July party, 5 grand?
Damn, nah, niggas just running up random bills. All of a sudden, everything costs 10 bands. Bro, what is you saying? 5,000 for the 4th of July? Hell no. I'm not gonna lie, they gotta catch me. They are gonna have to send the IRS after my ass, literally, or the FBI, bro. Send that helicopter, RB. Real shit. Not catching me, bro. Real shit, gang. And everybody just keep quiet. I don't even think they remember my black ass was part of the program. So everybody just chill, okay? Chill, relax, bro. Let's just stay calm. It's all good. I paid my dues. Genuinely. We situated that already.
Especially when it comes to paying taxes on money you never even received. That's the kind of situation that sounds messy from every angle and hard to ignore. It's not something people just brush off and move on from, because it can turn into a real problem fast if it's not handled right. While all this was unfolding, Lacey and Silky were still locked in with Kaizen during one of their streams. They checked in on him live, trying to see how he was dealing with everything, and you could tell this wasn't something he was taking lightly at all. Kaizen made it clear he wasn't about to let this slide. He straight up said he's getting his lawyers involved, which instantly raised the stakes. Now this whole situation could be heading into something way more serious very soon, and people are watching closely to see how it plays out. At this point, getting lawyers involved honestly sounds like the smartest move they can make right now. When numbers like this start getting thrown around, you can't just sit back and hope everything fixes itself. It doesn't work like that. But at the same time, there's still a big question hanging over everything, because they all signed contracts, and there's always that risk something buried deep in the fine print could come back and hit them when they least expect it. Ever since FaZe Clan fell apart, more and more members have been speaking out, and it hasn't been quiet at all. Whether it's social media, podcasts, or interviews, people keep coming forward with stories that raise eyebrows. They're talking about money they say was taken from them, deals they didn't fully know about, and situations that just didn't feel right at the time. The stories keep stacking up, and it's starting to paint a messy picture that's hard to ignore. One of the biggest names caught up in all of this is Plackboy Max, and he's not staying silent either. He was one of the most popular members in FaZe, and now he's speaking out without holding anything back. He's been open about deals and opportunities that he claims were kept from him while he was part of the group, which adds even more weight to everything going on. And now that everything is blowing up again, he made sure to speak on it too, making it clear this situation is far from over.
Welcome to the FaZe X Rug Back to MW2 Trick Shotting Challenge. We got a $10,000 trick shotting challenge in 2026. The reason why I'm doing this with FaZe is because of the huge impact they had on the trick shotting community as a whole. So I wanted to give back to that community and recreate those OG nostalgic vibes. Here are the rules. The clan tag must be all caps, FZRG. You must then post your trick shot on X using the hashtag FaZe 2026 TS. And you have to tag FaZe Clan and me. The game, OG MW2. Here is the prize pool, because there is going to be...
They've been running into problems with the organization, and this didn't just happen overnight. It's been building up for months. People were quietly hinting at issues way before everything started spilling out, but now it's all coming to the surface in a big way. What really caught people off guard is that it's not just the newer members dealing with this either. Even some of the OGs are getting pulled into the situation, which makes everything feel way bigger than anyone expected. And one name that stands out heavy here is FaZe Rug. He's been part of FaZe for years, going all the way back to around 2013, and he's easily one of the most recognizable faces the group has ever had. For a lot of people, when they think of FaZe, he's one of the first names that comes up. No question, no. People have always respected his journey and everything he built over time, so when the drama started heating up, he was one of the members who stepped away from the team like others did. That's why what happened next had people confused out of nowhere. Just a few days ago, he posted online announcing a Call of Duty challenge that he and FaZe were putting together, saying the winner would get $10,000, which instantly got attention and raised eyebrows at the same time. And that right there didn't sit right with a lot of people at all. How do you publicly step away from an organization, create distance from it, and then suddenly pop back up working with them again like nothing ever happened? That switch up had people seriously questioning what was going on. The timing felt off, and it only added more confusion to an already messy situation. It made people wonder what's really happening behind the scenes, because moves like that don't just happen without a reason, and now the questions are stacking up even faster.
3 winners. First place will receive $5,000, second place will receive $3,000, and third place will receive $2,000. It starts right now. The last date to submit is 2 weeks from today. Winners will be announced shortly after. We want you to post the trick shot on X, but make sure you record and save the entire gameplay. All right, my fellow trick shotters, good luck out there and go hit some build cams.
So even though that post went viral and had everybody talking, things switched up real fast right after. About a week later, right when all this new drama started popping off again, Rug jumped back on Twitter and announced he was stepping away from the challenge. That caught people off guard again, because now it felt like everything was changing in real time and nothing was staying consistent. But here's the twist: even with him backing out, FaZe as an organization said they're still moving forward with the challenge and still planning to pay the winners and everyone who's been putting in the work. That alone had people raising eyebrows, but also paying close attention. So for the players grinding on MW2 right now, that might actually be some good news, especially for those who've been going all in trying to win that prize, because $10,000 is no small amount and the opportunity is still sitting there. At the same time though, people are looking at this whole situation a little sideways. With everything going on, the complaints, the money issues, the stories coming out, it's hard not to question how this is all going to play out in the end. People are hoping the ones involved actually get what they were promised, because nobody wants to see this turn into another situation like the ones others have already been speaking on. And honestly, the bigger picture here just looks messy when you step back and see how everything with FaZe has unfolded over these past few months. It's been rough, no way around it, and it's clearly not over yet. Even though the group split a while ago, the impact is still hitting in real time, affecting careers, opportunities, and everyday life for a lot of people involved. The main reason this keeps dragging on is simple. Contracts don't just disappear overnight. Even if people publicly step away and say they're done, a lot of them are still locked into agreements behind the scenes until those deals fully expire. And until that happens, this situation can keep popping back up again when you least expect it. At this point, it's starting to feel like this isn't slowing down anytime soon. Every time it looks like things might calm down, something new drops and pulls everyone right back into the chaos, which keeps the pressure high. And the worst part is, a lot of this is happening behind the scenes. People are only seeing small pieces of what's really going on, which makes everything even more confusing and harder to fully understand. You've got some former members speaking out loud, others staying completely quiet, and some reacting in their own way depending on how they're affected. But all of it points to one thing: something clearly went wrong at a deeper level. When multiple people start sharing similar stories about money, contracts, and confusion, it's not something you can just ignore or brush off like it's nothing, and that's why this situation keeps getting more attention. And let's be real, this isn't just about content anymore. This is business, this is contracts, and this is real money on the line for a lot of people. That's exactly why bringing lawyers into it changes everything, because now it's not just tweets and streams going back and forth. It could turn into full-on legal battles that take time, pressure, and serious consequences to sort out. At the same time, fans are stuck watching all of this unfold in real time. One day it's jokes, reactions, and memes, and the next day it's serious claims with people calling things out publicly. That constant switch in energy is what's keeping everyone locked in, because nobody really knows what's coming next. And until everything actually gets addressed, or those contracts finally run out, this whole situation is just going to keep hanging over everyone involved like a cloud that refuses to move. What's also interesting is how a lot of the other FaZe members have been real quiet lately. Not saying much, just letting everything play out, which only makes people more curious about what's happening behind the scenes. Then out of nowhere, FaZe Banks pops up on his Instagram story, and now people are talking all over again. From what it looked like, he might be getting involved with FaZe again, and there are hints about something big possibly happening soon. But here's the thing, nobody really knows what they're planning, and that's exactly why people are side-eyeing the whole situation. With everything that's already gone down, it's hard for people to just trust it at face value. Something feels off, and this time people are watching way more closely, paying attention to every move and every hint that drops. And if there's one thing to say here, it's simple. Just be careful with whatever comes next, because this isn't the first time things have gone left like this. At this point, it's starting to feel like a pattern. This is like the third time people have watched FaZe fall apart over money issues, and that's hard to ignore. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, it starts raising real questions. Whether it's going public, selling shares, teaming up with big companies, or bringing in new creators, everything seems tied back to money moves in some way. And when money becomes the main focus, people naturally start wondering who's really benefiting at the end of the day. That's where the Syndician kicks in, and why so many people are looking at this situation a lot more critically now. So at this point, all you can really do is sit back and watch how everything plays out. Something is definitely coming next, you can feel it, but what it actually looks like is still up in the air, and not everyone is convinced it's going to end well. At the end of the day, the only opinion that really matters here is yours, so go ahead and speak on it. What do you actually think about this whole situation? How do you feel about all these FaZe members suddenly owing huge amounts of money tied to damages or whatever these charges connect to? Do you think this falls on them for not fully checking their contracts and understanding what they signed up for? Or do you feel like the organization should just cut ties and let everyone walk away clean at this point? There's a lot to unpack here, and people are split right down the middle, so say what you really think. If you didn't like it, go ahead and hit dislike. It is what it is. Feedback is feedback, and it all counts no matter what side you're on. Make sure you share this with anyone trying to stay updated on all the latest drama, because this situation is far from over and things could switch up again at any moment. Appreciate everyone who's been tuning in and keeping up with everything going on for real. It doesn't go unnoticed. Catch you in the next one.